Let me read the question now. At a shopping center, there are 3 packages of promotion, that is package A, package B and package C, which offers shirts, pants and neckties. The number of each item and the promotion price of each package are shown in the following table. So as you can see here, you have package A, B and C, where you have the number of shirts, number of pants and number of neckties, and with the respective price. Okay, so continue to read the question. If the prices of the shirts, pants and neckties are X ringgit, Y ringgit and Z ringgit respectively, form 3 linear equations. Hence solve the simultaneous linear equations. Okay, so this is the overall question. So without further delay, let us start to solve this question now. Okay, so whenever you see this type of question, so don't be panic. So try to get the important information, and the information you convert into equation form, and from there you should be able to get the solution. So remember guys, information, equation, solution. Okay, so from here, the first step on what we're going to do is we're going to convert this information, which in this case is the package and the price, and consists of the shirts, the pants and neckties, into the equation form. So how are we going to do that? Okay, they already mentioned that the shirts is X ringgit, pants is Y ringgit and neckties is Z ringgit. The prices guys, okay, in this case what I mean. Okay, so from here let us start to solve. Okay, so let us begin with the package A now. Okay, so since shirts is X, so from here 3 times with X. Okay, and then you plus with, okay, he mentioned here pants is Y ringgit, so 2 times with Y. Okay, and then you plus with the prices of the neckties. Since you here you have 2 neckties, so it will be 2Z. Okay, so 3X plus 2Y plus 2Z will be equals to the price of package A, in this case is 256 ringgit. 256. So this will be your equation number 1. Let me label this as equation number 1. Okay, so you got the idea, right? So the similar step applies for the package B and package C. So let me guide for you. Okay, for the package B, you have 4 shirts, 4 shirts, 1 pants and 2 neckties. Okay, where you have the prices is 218 ringgit. So this information we are going to convert into equation form. So in this case will be 4x plus with y plus with 2z, and then it will be equals to 218 ringgit. Okay, so let me label this as equation number 2. Okay, so similar step applies for the package C as well. Okay, so from here, for the package C, you have 2 shirts, 1 pants and 3 neckties, where you have the price is 173. So this information you convert into the equation form. So it will be 2x plus with y plus with 3z, where you get is equals to 173. So label this as equation 3. Okay, so let me just remove this and write this as equation number 3. Okay, so this is your first step, where you convert the information given in the table form into equation form. So this step you really need to be careful. Some students, when they just see the 3, 4, 2, what they do, they just take in vertical, in the column, not the row form. So you need to be very careful in this case. If you take the wrong information, your whole working will be wrong. So make sure, be careful on what you try to analyze. Okay, so in this case you're trying to analyze the package, not the type of the clothes. So I hope you guys are clear about this. So from here, once you get the equation, so the next step what we're going to do is we're going to reduce from 3 variables into 2 variables. So which variable you want to choose, it is up to you. Okay, so in this case I'm going to choose the variable z to be get eliminated first. So you only left with x and y. So in order to have x and y, you need to perform 2 operations. So it can be anything, the operations between equation 1 and equation 2, or equation 1 or equation 3 or equation 2 or equation 3. It can be in any form of combinations. So the first step will be we will be going to reduce from 3 variables into 2 variables. So that will be our next step. So let me write down in the working here. So reduce 3 variables into 2 variables. Okay, so let me underline this. Oops, choose the wrong one. It's okay, mistake happens, you know. Okay, so from here I decide to eliminate the z variable, but if you want to choose either y or z, if you want to choose to eliminate the y or x also can. Okay, so from here let me take the equation 1 and equation 2 as our first operation. Okay, so let me copy paste this. So remember guys, 2 variables, 2 equations, so you need to have 2 operations over here. So that's why we are doing 2 calculations in order to reduce from 3 variables into 2 variables, in case if some of the students get confused. Okay, so in order to eliminate the z variable, what we can do is equation 1 you can minus with equation 2. Okay, so you minus them both, so these z variables will get cancelled off. Okay, now we can focus on the remaining 2 variables, which is x and y, and of course the numbers. Okay, so from here 3x minus with 4x, so from here you get is negative x. 2y minus with y, you get is positive y. 256 minus with 218, so you get is 38. So from here you get negative x plus y equals to 38. So this equation will be your 4th equation. Okay, so from here let me label this in black, so that you know the difference. Okay, equation number 4. So we have conduct the first operation. So let us conduct the second operation, where in this case we will involve equation 2 and equation 3. Okay, because in order to further for the next step, you need to do at least 2 equations. Okay, since we are reducing from 3 variables into 2 variables, you know. So from here you copy this and you paste it over here. Okay, so this will be your second operations. So from here, okay, let me change the pen. Okay, so from here, since we are decided to eliminate the z variable, okay, so in order to eliminate the z variable, you can't just simply minus like that, because you have 2z and 3z, so you need to have the similar term. It will be easier for us. So the similar term that we can eliminate is 6. So you need to make sure that your 2z and 3z is to become 6z. So from here, what you do, the equation 2 you times with 3, and the equation 3 you times with 2. Okay, so from here you perform some calculation, and from here you should get 12x. Okay, 12x plus with 3y plus with 6z. Okay, so 218 times with 3, you should get 654. Okay, and then followed by the next equation. So in this case is 4x plus with 2y plus with 6z. Okay, you get equals to 346. Okay, so now you see the z variables are the same, so we can straight away minus them. Okay, so you minus these 2 equations. so the z will get cancelled off. Okay, now we can focus on the x, y and the numbers. Okay, so from here 12x minus with 4x, so you get here is 8x. 3y minus 2y, you get is positive y. So 654 minus with 346, so you perform the calculation, you should get is 308. Okay, so from here this will be your fifth equation. Okay, let me choose black color. So this will be your equation number 5. Okay, so this will be your step number 2 by reducing from 3 variables into 2 variables. Okay, this reduction from 3 variables into 2 variables, you need to perform in 2 operations because we are reducing into 2 variables. Remember guys, 2 variables, 2 equations, so that's why you have 2 operations, I mean 2 calculations. Okay, so that's why it is a long step. And from here you get the 4 and 5, equation 4 and equation 5. So for the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to reduce from 2 variables into 1 single variable. So that will be our next step. Okay, so from here let me just change this back into green color ink. Okay, so for the step number 3, so reduce 2 variables into 1 variable. Okay, so from here which variable you want to choose, it is up to you. Okay, but in this case I will recommend you to eliminate the y, since it is easier for us. You don't need to times with any numbers. Okay, for the y you can just straight away minus them. Okay, it's just my recommendation to you. Okay, so from here the equation 4 and equation 5, let me copy paste so that it will be useful in our working here. Oops. Okay, equation 4 and equation 5. Okay, so let me scroll this down. Okay, so equation 4 and equation 5, so we can minus them together since we are eliminating the y variable. Okay, so we minus them together. Okay, so the y and y, you minus them, so you get 0. So you're only left with the x variable. So negative x minus 8x, so from here you get negative 9x. So that is for the left hand side. So for the right hand side is 38 minus 308. So you perform this, so you should get is negative 270. Okay, so negative 9x is equals to negative 270. So from here you get your x is equals to 30. Okay, you can't just leave like this, so you need to mention in the price. So your x is actually representing currency, which in this case is 30 ringgit. Or if you can wish to write like this, or therefore x equals to 30 ringgit also can. Okay, so from here, so this will be your first answer. Okay, so once you get this x value, so now for the next step is you can use this x value to find the next variable, which is in this case is the y variable. So how to find the y variable? You can choose to substitute either the equation 4 or equation 5. So in this case I choose to substitute into the equation 5. Okay, so from here when x is equals to 30 ringgit, okay, so from here 8 times with 30 plus with y is equals to 308. So from here, you perform the calculation. So 8 times 30 you get is 240. So 308 minus with 240. So from here you get your y is 68, which in this case is your y is equals to 68 ringgit. Okay, so that is your second solution. Okay, now the final step is you need to identify the value of z. Okay, so to find the value of z, you can use this x and y values that we have obtained, and you can substitute into either these three equations respectively, any of these three equations. Okay, so in this case I choose to substitute into the equation number 3. Okay, so just want to let you know. So from here, thus to find z, okay, so from here 2x plus y plus 3z is equals to 173. Since I mentioned that I want to substitute into the equation number 3, so that's why I write the equation over here. Okay, so let me substitute all the values here. So 2 times with 30 plus with 68 plus with 3z equals to 173. Okay, so 2 times 30 you get is 60. So 60 plus with 68 you get is 128. So you move the 128, you move it to the right hand side. So 173 minus with 128. So from here you get is 45. So from here 3z is equals to 45. So from here you get your z is equals to 15. 45 divided by 3 is 15. Okay, therefore you can't leave your answer in this way since it is in the currency form. So therefore your z will be equals to 15 ringgit. So this is your final answer. Okay, so this is the 3 solution you get. Your x is 30 ringgit, your y is 68 ringgit, and your z is 15 ringgit. Okay, so that is all for the step-by-step working and solution for this question. I hope you understand the full working that I've shown to you. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more upcoming mathematics tutorial videos in the future, and not to forget to share this video. Thank you everyone for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.